Hello. Welcome to Just for Stocks. Today's market updates. The Indian stock market closed mixed today. The benchmark indices, BSE Sensex and Nifty 50, ended the day with slight changes. The Sensex closed down by 14.57 points, minus 0.017%, while the Nifty 50 gained 1.35 points, 0.0052%. However, the Nifty Bank Index declined by 137.20 points, minus 0.25%. My portfolio performance today. Adani Green Energy and Adani Energy Solutions will join the Utilities for Net Zero Alliance, UNESA, to help India achieve its decarbonization goals. AstraZeneca Pharma has received approval to launch its cancer drug durvalumab in India. Balu Forge Industries has announced a new acquisition and the introduction of 7-axis machining capability. Bharat Electronics Limited, BEL, is expected to see strong inflows this week due to its inclusion in the Nifty Index and an increased weight in the CPSE ETF. The stock is expected to enter the Nifty Index on Friday, and passive inflows of over $500 million are anticipated. Coal India Limited has signed a joint venture agreement with Rajasthan Rajya Vidyut Utpadan Nigam Limited, RUNL, to set up a 2x800 megawatts brownfield thermal power project. The project will be located at RUNL's existing Kalasand thermal power station. First Source Solutions, a company owned by Sanjeev Goenka, has acquired Ascensos for £42 million. £42 million. This acquisition was made by First Source UK arm. MK Global Financial Services has initiated a buy rating on GMR Power and Infrastructure Limited with a target price of 180 rupees. The brokerage firm is optimistic about GMR Power's earnings visibility due to its strong core generating assets and its focus on deleveraging efforts. MK also highlighted GMR Power's conscious shift to asset-light business models, which is expected to further strengthen its balance sheet. Granules India launched a mobile cancer screening unit called Breast Health Express to provide free mammograms, ultrasounds, and other health checks to underserved communities. The initiative is in partnership with Asian Medical Foundation, UC Breast Foundation, and AIG Hospitals. HDFC Bank is reportedly considering selling loan assets worth approximately 60,000 to 70,000 rupee crore to potential investors. The information was disclosed in an exclusive report by NDTV Profit. Redbox Global India has tweeted that there is negative news for the Indian Energy Exchange, IEX. According to the tweet, the government is considering coupling power exchanges, which could have a negative impact on IEX. The source of this information is the Economic Times, ET. Redbox Global India tweeted that there is big news for Idea Cellular and Indus Towers. The telecom minister and telecom companies are scheduled to meet to discuss the adjusted gross revenue, AGR, dues. This news could have a significant impact on both companies. Info Edge has approved a proposal to divest its 34.93% stake in Wishbook on a fully converted and diluted basis through its unit. Infosys may receive relief in a tax evasion case involving 300 crore rupees. This information was reported by ET Now. HSBC has upgraded its rating on IIFL Finance from reduced to hold and increased its price target to 540 Indian rupees per share from 350 Indian rupees.
JK Cement Anuj Khandelwal says, expect a positive demand uptick in H2. Expect 6 to 8% growth in H2 FY25 versus FY24. If industry grows by 3 to 4% in FY25, expect 7 to 8% growth for the co. Premium products contribution expected at 16 to 17% versus 12 to 13% in FY24. Will look to reduce cost by 150 Indian rupees per ton going forward. Paint business is shaping well, targeting 250 to 300 crore Indian rupees sales in FY25. JTL Industries will hold a board meeting on October 3rd to consider a subdivision and bonus issue of its shares. Larsen & Toubro, LNT, has won a large mega order worth between 10,000 and 15,000 crores. This information was shared by Redbox Global India on Twitter. NMBC is in focus as China's most active iron ore futures rose 4% intraday to 695.50 yuan per ton. NTPC Green Energy is likely to launch its initial public offering, IPO, in early November. This information was shared by CNBC TV 18. Emkay Global Financial Services has upgraded its rating on Paytm from reduced to add and increased its target price from 375 rupees to 750 rupees. The brokerage firm believes that easing regulatory restrictions and optimizing operational expenses will help Paytm restore profitability. Punjab National Bank is planning a qualified institutional placement, QIP, with a base size of 2,500 Indian rupees crore and a greenshoe option of 2,500 Indian rupees crore. The indicative price for the QIP is 103.75 Indian rupees per share, which is at a 6.94% discount to the current market price, CMP. This information was shared by CNBC TV 18. Reliance Power has approved an equity raising of 1,524.60 Indian rupees crore through a preferential issue. The issue will be offered at a 13% discount to the current market price. This information was shared by CNBC TV 18. Sterling and Wilson Renewable has announced new domestic orders totaling 512 Indian rupees crore. This information was shared by Redbox Global India on Twitter. SpiceJet is facing a long list of payment seekers as it attempts to raise 3,000 Indian rupees crore through a fundraise. This information was shared by CNBC TV 18. SEBI raises concerns over due diligence in SME IPOs. The market regulator is probing whether merchant banks have followed regulations in conducting due diligence for these IPOs. Over a dozen merchant banks are under investigation. SEBI is considering tightening regulations for SME IPOs to ensure better transparency and investor protection. Raw sugar prices have surged to $22.50 per pound, hitting 5-month highs due to global supply concerns. Brazil has cut its 2024 to 25 production forecast to 39.2 million tons. Tata Motors has launched the Nexon ICNG, starting at 8.99 rupees lakhs. MUFG, Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group, sold a 2.05% stake in Tech Mahindra. As of September 19, MUFG still holds a 2.96% stake in the company. Vaishali Pharma will hold a board meeting on October 3 to discuss strategic mergers and acquisitions. The company aims to deepen its roots, expand its product portfolio, and strengthen its position in the global pharmaceutical market. IPOs. The first-day return for Northern Arc Capital was 22.5%. The first-day return for Arcade Developers was 29.3%. The first-day return for Western Carriers India was -7.3%. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Bharat.